huh? 25 seconds. I'm telling you, it's always good. I'm telling you, it's always a good time, huh? There we go. It helps if I turn the mic on, huh? All right, you ready to do the show? We're ready to do the show. I think we're good. I got Facebook Live cranking, and I think we're good. So let me go ahead and start this thing, huh? All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Wednesday Drive with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by our good friends out at the Milo Locker down in Milo, Iowa. Thanks to Daryl and Ange and all the gang for helping us do the show each and every week. And hey, speaking of that, I'll have to run over and get him when Larry's talking for a second, but I got something to share with you, and you're going to be happy. I got Mr. Larry McCoy joining me here momentarily, and we're going to have a fun show talking about deer tactics. The guys are out already on the road on Respect the Game TV. Paul and Ryan are on their way to Arizona to get an elk, and Larry's getting ready to hit the road, and I'm going to get ready to hit the road. So the RTG team is getting busy almost. How's everybody doing on Facebook Live today? We appreciate that. Facebook Live is always helped out by the fine folks at Imperial RV Centers in Ankeny, Iowa. So let me go to my phone and see if I can hit Mr. Larry McCoy up here. And we'll see if we can get him rolling on the air. Mr. McCoy? Larry Mack?
What is going on?
We got you live on the air there, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Doing all right. I got Parker Miller watching. Brant, good to see you. Brant, happy birthday a couple days ago. Parker, always good to see you. Thanks for watching. Appreciate that.
Parker.
They're watching us on Facebook Live today. Hey, I just lost Larry. Let me see if I can get him back here. He's been having phone problems today.
No, that was actually my fault. I accidentally hung up on you.
Yeah, if I could reach through the phone right now. I'm telling you. Yeah, Larry Mack. I'm telling you. Talked to Paul and Ryan. They're on their way to Arizona to go chase some elk. They seemed really excited.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been on the phone with them a couple times. They're amped up as they should be. Paul's got a lucky horseshoe when it comes to drawing some elk tags, and it's fared him pretty well. So I'm looking forward to hearing the story behind this trip. That's for sure.
Mary Andy said he's putting the new Envision to the test. He said, didn't he get that for his birthday?
What's that?
Didn't Andy Harris get that for his birthday? That Envision, that Elite?
I'm not sure. I know that Andy, he's probably going to put it to good use. I can only imagine.
Yeah, if he can put that fly rod down, that's all he's been doing is fly fishing the last couple of weeks.
Right.
Yeah. So that's all right. Yeah, I'm excited, man. The season's definitely here. You're getting ready to cut down to go to see the fine folks at Backwoods Attraction and down in Yazoo, Mississippi, and get some bruck brittle under your belt.
Did you say bruck brittle or buck brittle?
Well, I think I said it both ways. Hey, yeah. It's buck brittle.
It's buck brittle. Yeah. I'm headed down there. I'm super excited about that because the testing grounds. Everybody that's watched the show know that it's a pretty special place. Being able to see a lot of those food plots and stuff in the early stages, it's pretty neat because this is actually the first time that Mississippi has had a season open this early. It's a 3-day season. They call it their velvet hunt. So I'm super pumped up to get down there and get in the woods.
Yeah. Going to have your lethal, you going to use the dirt spray or the field spray to spray down? Because it's going to be hot down there, so I imagine you're going to be spraying down like crazy.
I'll probably be spraying down with whatever's in my bag. I might have a little bit of everything just to cool down.
Yeah.
I'll probably just give myself a little squirt every now and then just to cool off.
I got to tell you, those field wipes, I take those in my, and I know you guys do too. I carry them in my pack everywhere. But when it's warm, you know, it's amazing how you can just wipe your neck and your face off with those lethal field wipes, and how much cooler you feel. I mean, it really refreshes you.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. There, I mean, it's probably one of the most looked over items. I feel like, that Lethal has. That between that and the Cooler Reviver,
Yeah.
those two there. I mean, but I mean, yeah, I definitely have the wipes in my pack. But
Early season, deer season, no matter where you go, it's normally warm. So those are always a great little tip to carry those with you. When you walk in, you get sweated up, you get all that bacteria and stink on your neck, your face, you know, and you spray down to the truck, and again, folks, I don't want this to sound like a commercial because we're not trying to be that way, but that 360 POV, that little 360 can, that BOV can, that is the best, one of the best things they've came out with at Lethal, because you can put that in your pack, it doesn't spill, and when you get walked in and if you're sweated up, man, you can spray down real quick in the tree, and I love that little can.
Yeah, it's super packable, which makes it really nice. And coming in an aerosol can like that, it doesn't squirt. It's got really good even coverage, and it works well. It's definitely a good product. In early season, hunting, a lot of people shy away from the heat, but I mean,
you can get on you can get a Monster.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. A lot of times, if you can bear the heat and just hunt smart. I mean, you could put yourself in a really good position to kill the biggest buck on the property.
Well, Cody, Chris, and Keith on Small Town, all three scored in Kentucky. You and Ryan were dealing with the rain and stuff, but they got three nice bucks, and it was warm and rainy. And you got pictures down in Mississippi. I'm not supposed to say that, am I? I'm sorry. I didn't say what it was, but I mean, there's some big deer running around, and don't if it's hunting season, it doesn't hurt to get out there a few days and see what's running around. That last half hour, Larry, 45 minutes is always a good time.
For sure, for sure. And the thing is fresh out of the gate like that, a lot of times you still got to hunt smart, but it's they're right in that transition period between when they're losing their velvet or they're or they can hold on to it. But once the deer lost their velvet, a lot of times they turn into a little bit different critter. They start to roam a little bit more because most generally their food sources are starting to change a little bit. The beans are starting to turn, the acorns are starting to drop, and you start to see the deer or the bucks in particular just disperse a little bit, and they start to expand out to go to where the food's at, but also because their hormones have changed, and you'll see a little bit more sparring, a little bit more attitude out of those deer, especially with other bucks around.
Yeah, Donovan said tell you hi. He's watching us on Facebook.
Oh, Donovan.
Oh, yeah, I got my AAA chat on too, luckily.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's watching. I'll tell you what, that guy, he goes 100 mile an hour. There's not very many guys that work as hard as that man right there, I can tell you.
He told me he put up 50 stands as of yesterday already, by mostly him and Wolfie. That's a lot of stands for a couple days' work this week.
Oh yeah, it doesn't surprise me. He's a go-getter.
Yeah.
And it tells, the results tell after Triple H. All you got to do is, go to the website or look them up. I mean, the results speak for themselves. It's a pretty awesome place, pretty special place for sure.
Matt Stewie's watching. Thank you, Stewie. That's my moose hunting buddy. He's going up to Alberta with me next week to go catch a moose.
So, yep, to go catch a moose.
To go catch a moose. Here, moose. Here, moose. So I'm hoping Stewie gets done early so he can help me run the camera. So he knows how to professionally run a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be good. That'd be great. Hopefully it all works out. They act right up there. I've been talking to a few folks in the industry too. They all seem to start acting right, especially down in the southern Colorado and through New Mexico and all that. Bulls are really talking, and then they're starting to kick off up north of Montana and stuff as well. So yeah.
Well,
man, I wish I had enough tag. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. Travis posted some stuff out where Paul and where Ty and I got our elk 2 years ago in Colorado, and they shot a couple nice bulls already. So Travis been doing our buddy Travis is doing good out there. So I don't know, Larry Mack. I've only shot 2. I've been 9, 10 times. 2 out of 10, or I think it's 10. 2 out of 10's not bad with a bow, but man, I even when you don't get one, I mean, I know you're disappointed about not bringing meat home, but when you got them running around you bugling, and the cows are mute, there's just something special about that.
Oh, it's definitely. I mean, elk hunting in the rut it's something special. You have an experience. I know it can be pretty costly or whatever, or it can be pretty expensive, and so. But I'll tell you what, it is definitely a trip of a lifetime. I mean, I would much rather do that than just about anything. It's you have a short time span, but man, you get in with them where the elk are talking, and get in there and actually calling them to you. It's something special.
Yeah, Tony? How you doing, buddy? Charles, good afternoon to you. Matt Stewie wants you to talk about moose calls real quick.
Moose calls,
Moose calls, yeah.
Well, it just like I said, it depends on the time of the year that you're hunting. But yeah, I've filmed actually quite a few moose hunts over the years and call them moose in, whether it be up in Canada or up in Alaska. And most of the time, you've got to have kind of a trained ear to when you're trying to locate a moose a lot of times. But they are very, very responsive to the call, especially through this time of year. About the mid to the latter part of September, they really get responsive, from my experience anyway. Just and locating them and getting in the right position, because people say that moose can't see very well, but they are very, very keen to where that sound is coming from. And something that big is not usually very quiet when they're coming in trying to make themselves known. So, it's just a matter of being where the moose are at. That's the most important. Then you learn how to navigate and how to call to them. Whether they have a cow with them, a bull has a cow with them or not, or if it's a bull by themselves, it all dictates on how you should probably call to that bull.
Donovan said the flyer buck just showed back up on camera. Which one's that? Which one's the flyer buck?
I'm not supposed to tell you. I don't know. Donovan wasn't supposed to say anything because you were listening, Dan.
Oh, hey, Sammy's watching us. Sammy's watching us.
Sammy? Yeah.
Sammy, hey, thanks for your service, Sammy. We love you, buddy. Our buddy Sammy Huell there, in the Air Force. So, I've never been moose hunting. So, I mean, it's pretty much like or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll moan. They'll let some of them moan. Like that. And then, of course, when you get an aggressive bull that's coming in, it's just, you'll hear them just really trying to claim their territory, let them know that they're there, and just and breaking limbs, and they're making sure their antlers are hitting trees and everything to make sure that they know that there's another bull there. So
they're popping brush and everything on. I mean, it's sort of like when you hear a bull elk come in, they'll be popping brush and everything.
Yeah, the thing is too I mean, it's moose are so. I guess when the first time I walked up on a moose when I was filming behind the lens, I almost forgot what I was doing. Because it was just their size is just overwhelming, and it doesn't. In the heat of the moment, you don't really capture, I guess, that. But when you walk up on them and they're laying there, it's a totally different perspective on how big they are.
Stewie just texted me on Facebook Live, said he'll run the camera for me if I need him to.
Oh yeah, old Stewie, he'll do that, but Stewie's got to get him a bull down.
Yeah. So. Well, see, I appreciate that, Matt. I do, Stewie, but I want you to get a moose. I mean, you paid for your hunt, but if he does run the camera, Larry Mac, we need to do something nice for him.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. But I've been super excited for you. That should be a fun trip, and I mean to get in on some moose. Like I said, it's just about being in them. Once you get in them, boy, you're in for the time of your life.
Well, our buddy Kent's going up with us from Wisconsin. Him and Adam are coming up. So Kent over there from Emperor One, we appreciate him. And Ken McGill at Canadian Outfitting Company. I want to thank him for being nice to give everybody a nice discount and for inviting us to come up to film the TV show. So I want to thank. We'll be doing some lives and stuff from the lodge up there. So I'm super excited, Larry Mack. I've never went. So I don't know what to really expect yet. So.
Yeah, it's fun, and like I said, anytime up, Alberta's a great province too. I mean, to go up there, just really game rich, great scenery, and just a huge variety of game you guys are going to see and have a good time. I've been fortunate enough to film up there several times over the course of my career, and it's definitely chalked up there as probably one of my favorite places.
Yeah, no, it should be fun. So, hey, you went to, so you've already got a whitetail hunt under your belt. What was it? What was it like? I mean, what were the deer doing? I know it was raining quite a bit, but I mean, you guys saw quite a bit of deer in Kentucky.
Yeah, we saw several deer. Deer were definitely on their feet. We were small hunting with those small time hunts. David Levenwood, we call him Peanut, but we saw a lot of deer. Like I said, we just were fighting the weather and that high moon, which is you got to deal with it. Like I said, we had opportunities, a lot of deer. We just didn't have what a shooter in front of us, I should say, just a deer that I was willing to shoot anyway. But did see a lot of movement. They were moving somewhat, early, but as that rain hit on me, because it rained. When I say rain, it rained like 6 inches in the course of like 2.5 hours, and really kind of put a damper on things, literally. And we, kind of slowed the movement down after that. Cold front came, really drastic change. Cameras were showing that the deer just started moving, pretty much an hour to 2 hours after dark. And then just recently, the moon seems starting to probably go back down, so the deer are starting to move a little bit more closer to daylight again. So I'll try to make it back out there and see if I can't, fill a tag in between some hunts. But because it's definitely a special place out there, cool scenery, and it's more on the northeastern Kentucky, I guess, north of Lexington. But some really good deer, and I mean, it was a good hunt, good trip for sure.
Absolutely. It's our 5:16 and some change on the Wednesday drive here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Larry Mack, you stay tuned. We're visiting with Larry McCoy from Respect the Game TV. I need to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're out elk hunting, chasing moose or whitetails, riding snowmobile trails, or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit,
what's up, Tony?
But comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear, so everyone.
I'm doing good, Hoyt. How you doing, buddy?
Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned retailers. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. It will keep you on the move.
We all want the deadliest broadheads out there. Have you tried a slick trick? Slick tricks are one of the most accurate and deadliest broadheads on the market. No matter which slick trick model you choose, the Raptor trick, the Viper trick, the Magnum, the Wicked trick, the Grizz trick 2, or the standard slick trick, they all offer bone-crushing penetration with superior cutting diameters. They feature an all-steel ferrule Alcatraz blade lock system to prevent broadhead failures at the moment of impact that will help you get your game. If you're a mechanical fan, the Raptor trick is going to be your favorite with its 4-edge bone-splitting tip, 2-inch cutting diameter, and deadly accurate flight. Bow hunters need gear that they can depend on 100% of the time. You wait all season for that shot. Do not trust it to a head that will not deliver a short recovery. For more information, go online at slicktrick.net. This year, trick 'em with Slick Trick broadheads and tag your game.
4Runner Blinds and Lots Outdoors are bringing e-bike adventures to another level. If you're considering going
there you go, Andy.
to enhance
way to go, bud.
Experience, head on over to Lots Outdoors in Illinois to check out what Baku Bikes and 4Runner Blinds can do for you. Sean is the Midwest dealer for Baku and 4Runner Blinds. He can show you the reason why Baku bikes are the most popular choice because of their quality and superb customer service, including how they allow you to tow your gear, deer, and blinds quietly without any gas smell. To see these quality blinds, trailers, bikes, and haulers made in the U.S., go check out Lots Outdoors at their website, www.lotsoutdoors.com, or give them a call at 618-349-6951. Great e-bikes and gear are waiting for you in St. Peters, Illinois.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based Backwoods
One more after this, guys.
Has you covered. From their food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6, to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products, you better hope your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the feed and seed perfect for your hunting property. So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction.
Hello, Avenger.
Yourself up for a successful
How's it
fall.
going?
Do you love hearing that old Tom sound off while you're in the field? Well, then you need to check out Alive Action Decoys. Hey guys, it's Outdoors Dan here. Alive Action Decoys are one of the most realistic decoy systems you can
What's up, Eddie?
while you're in the field turkey hunting. Wade and Teresa Goddard start with a Dave Smith gobbler decoy and then apply their patented system that allows you to raise your decoy's tail fan up and down, move it side to side, and even walk that tom up and back while it's on the platform. Alive Action Decoys are so amazingly lifelike, though. They're going to fool even the wariest old boss tom you got running around your woods. Plus, the good thing is they're made right here in the good old US of A. For more information about Alive Action Decoys, please check them out on Facebook or call them at 815-674-1626. Take it from me, Outdoors Dan. They're going to help you be more successful in the field this year.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. My guest is Mr. Larry McCoy from Respect the Game TV and the Outdoor Group. You still there, Larry Mack?
Yes, sir. Sure am.
All right, so we got a bunch of people. Eddie said to tell you hi out there on the East Coast, and Kevin Dilly, our New Jersey. You remember Kevin from Pure Whitetail? Kevin said to tell you hi. Arkansas Avenger, Anthony said to tell you hi. Andy said he put the fly rod down and he picked up the bow. He's done. So. Yeah, Aaron Hoyt or Hoyt Aaron said to tell you hi. Tony, good to see you, Tony. Good to see everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that. So you had a great hunt down there. I mean, you got to anytime you get to visit with Chris, Keith, and Cody. I mean, I know you guys get to share a lot of camps together. That's fun, and that's one of the things what I like about our TV show. We got a lot of other friends that we like sharing stuff, and we all get along so well. We enjoy actually being around each other.
Oh, for sure. The thing, well, that's hunting. I mean, I remember being young. Always looking forward to that rifle season with your family, your grandpa, your dad, uncles, aunts, whatever, all the friends. The deer camp, just the camaraderie and all, and carrying it on. I mean, being able to do it, for a living, I definitely feel blessed for that. But just surrounding yourself with good people, and people you want to be around, because it's not a competition. It's hunting. We all love to do it. I'm just as happy. I'm usually one of the first people to jump up, no matter who it is in camp, to go high five or hug somebody, because man, it pumps me up to see a smile on people's face when they can be successful, and no different than the small town guys and those guys. We share a lot of camps together, and there's a reason for that, So
yeah,
we're super excited, every season, every hunt.
Well, and you like what was that, 2 years ago, or was it last year? It was last year in Kansas, wasn't it? Yeah, it was last year. That I messed up on that big one. I mean, you and Ryan took 2 days walking that Milo field and stuff, trying to help me find that buck. And I mean, you weren't in the tree trying to get your own tag done. You were. I mean, we were trying to find that deer, and you'll never know how much I appreciated you guys for that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a team effort, and I would do that for anybody in camp too. Knowing that, because it's kind of the unfortunate thing about how things happen, and I would appreciate and hope that I would have some people chip in to help me when I was in that, if I'm in that situation as well. So you always got to look at it that way, and I mean, because that's how you can bring positive, and you never know what the outcome may be. If nobody tries, then it's not going to happen. So
yeah.
So no, it's and that's just how we look at it, and we just I love everything about it. About just the camp, and just being around good people, and if I can learn from people on their experiences, or they can learn from some of ours. That's what it's about. That way we can utilize that stuff the next time we go into the field or a property that you have back home.
Yeah, we're doing the Ugly Buck contest. For everybody listening on the Outdoor Call Radio app, don't forget to send me a screenshot of you. Just take your phone or tablet and just hit the screen. You just touch the two buttons on one on each side, and that'll take a screenshot. And then you can email me that screenshot of you of the app, what you're listening to. Like right now, it'll say, let's see, what am I? What's actually showing right now? Right now, it'll say it's a commercial. But I'll know by the time it tells me the time that you took that picture on the app, and it tells me the programming. So I know, if you're listening Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday or not. But if you send me that, we got the Ugly Buck contest going on right now. So whoever wins that's going to get my Dave Smith posturing buck decoy that I used last year on the TV show. You're going to get a $50 gift card to Game Hide and a brand new pair of Itasca boots. So we'll give that away when we get back from moose hunting. But that's all you got to do is just send me a screenshot. And Larry, we had over 800 people trying to win the Tacticam stuff last month. Doing that screenshot contest is an easy way to do it.
Yeah, that makes it super easy to get entered up, and also, I mean, tell your buddies about the app. I was traveling down in Kentucky, and just the word getting out about the Outdoor Call app and stuff. It's pretty awesome to see people's face knowing that there's a destination where they can go and listen to, whether it be hunting, fishing, camping, cooking, outdoors all the time. It made their day. Introduce them to the app and seeing them. We saw them because Carlisle, Kentucky is a pretty small town, and we saw them when we went to the gas station the next day, and they're like, "Well, that's all we've been doing is listening to hunting, fishing."
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
well, we got a couple new shows coming on. We the guys from Working Class Bow Hunter have a gun Second Amendment show hosted by a really cool veteran. That's going to start coming on here in about 3-4 weeks whenever Kurt gets back, and I'm excited about that. So you get to learn everything and anything you wanted to know about firearms, and what's new, what's hot out on the market, how to what ammo loads, different things you can do to make the rifling better in your firearm. So that's all going to be there, and then we're going to start doing a Respect the Game show once every week and get everybody together and get some done. So here, I would say before Thanksgiving, we'll have a Respect the Game TV show, podcast show on the app too, because everybody's been so busy, we haven't had time to get everybody together to do it. So.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. There's no doubt about that. And then hunting season actually creeped up on us this year. Man, time just flies. It's amazing how quick time's flying by. But I mean, hunting season's here. I know, like I said, these seasons are opening up. A lot of folks are out elk hunting, and then October 1 it comes in Iowa, isn't it? And Illinois, all that stuff. So here in the next couple of weeks, I mean, it's going to be full steam ahead.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
I think we're going to call it RTG Diaries.
RTG Diaries.
Yeah, I'm going to have Paul come up with a logo with a diary. Well, that'll be pretty cool, and then we can just talk about how our hunting experiences went. So
yeah,
that'll be what we could do. Kevin says that he learned a lot about being in camp, just cleaning deer, and he can't wait to get his little guy out. No better experience. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Gary Peck up in Minnesota. Always appreciate you, Gary Peck, and congratulations on a great bear season up there, man. I was so sorry I wasn't up there. I was jealous, all them big bears you guys were getting. So Bear River Guide Service up in Deer River, Minnesota. 528 and some change. So Larry Mack, what are you going to be shooting in Yazoo, Mississippi? What broadhead you shooting?
I'm going to be shooting the new torch. I was actually fortunate enough to be able to field test that last year. Was super impressed. I mean, the engineers and everybody, they were really responsive to the feedback and stuff that they were getting from the folks, and we worked together and kind of made some of the necessary changes, and now I don't think it could be any better for a rear deploy mechanical. And they fly great. The titanium tip makes the head super robust. I was actually very surprised on how durable and tough the broadhead was. So handles the quartering shots really well. And yeah, so I'm gonna shoot the torch, I believe, going to Mississippi.
Is there any limitations on that broadhead? I mean, as far as anybody listening, what you would recommend or not recommend to try that head, or is it
from a poundage perspective, or just
well, what exactly?
Animal perspective?
Yeah, well, like I'm not taking it on my moose hunt because I'm more comfortable on a big animal like that with a fixed head. Now that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you couldn't shoot one with a torch. You know.
Right. No, for sure.
Yeah.
And you're probably right. I think along the same lines as you. I mean, there's a rear deploy head. Obviously, people are wanting a big entrance hole with that, which is fine, but you do lose energy with it. So if I'm going to drop my poundage and I'm going to shoot, say, 50 pounds or less, I'm probably going to go, if I really want a mechanical head or something, I'm probably going to shoot the Assailant or something like that, just because it's a more cut-on contact design. And so I know I'm going to get penetration, or I'm going to shoot a fixed head.
Because that's the way the blades are deploying from the rear. It slows it down.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, a torch or any rear deploy type head will be effective and will harvest an animal. But I'm really hung up on just the penetration and my arrow losing speed. My draw length and everything's long enough. I'm at like Chris Ashley's 27-inch draw, I think, and Keith is like 28 and a half or something, and they both they all shot deer with the torch and really liked it. But
they're
personal preference, and it can definitely it's going to be good. It's a tremendous, great mechanical head. But the other thing too that people got to think of, if you're shooting a lower poundage, guys and gals that have had problem with fixed heads flying, a lot has to do with your bow tune and also the poundage that you're shooting and stuff too. If you're shooting a lower poundage, you will probably be able to get those fixed heads to fly a little bit better and easier than you would if you were shooting 312 feet per second or something super fast.
Okay, so someone shooting 50 pounds or less, I guess would if they wanted a mechanical, would you steer them towards the Assailant?
Yeah, I would steer them towards the Assailant or even the Raptor Trick.
Okay, and can you explain that real quick for me?
Yeah. The reason for that is because they're a slimmer, more of a cut-on contact style mechanical, so they're basically designed to get in the cavity before they're fully deployed, so your blades are fully deployed inside the cavity and the blades are doing the work for you, so you're not losing as much energy on entrance, as it hits the animal. And the Raptor Trick especially is a very, very well designed mechanical head, just because of the ferrule. If you could think of it like this, so if you have a 2x4 that you're trying to put a screw in there or something, if you don't drill a pilot hole, it's pretty tough to it's a lot tougher to get that screw to go in. The Raptor Trick ferrule has a little bit, it's a wider chisel tip on the end, and then it chokes down and narrows down. So what that does is it relieves the rest of the head, and it's cutting the whole way, so that hole just continuously gets bigger. So it doesn't want to stop and slow down. So when the blades are full deployed, it has relief. So therefore, it's cutting. It continues to the momentum continues to push it forward versus just stopping. So it makes it nice, and the back of the blades are sharp. One thing that I really, really like that Slick Trick has done with a lot of their heads is they went to a single bevel offset. What that means is it'll be beveled on one side on one blade and the opposite on the other side blade, which will inhibit rotation even after impact. Like Keith shot that deer in Kentucky, and he's like, you could clearly see that the broadhead was still rotating as it passed through the deer, because the entrance hole was one direction and the exit hole was the other direction.
Really?
Yeah. So, which tells me, I mean, that's the proof is in the results, and I mean, it worked flawlessly. I think the deer went 35, 40 yards and was piled up, but being able to look at those little details like that tells you, this head is really working good with my system, with my bow and on my whole setup.
See, I think that's important that we talk about that stuff, because that just gives the gear and everything more credibility. And I mean, I don't see a lot of other people saying, if you're, hey, instead of just saying, hey, any of these heads are going to be a great choice, we're not saying they're not good choices. We're saying you need to think about what your equipment is and what, your speed and what your poundage is when you make those kind of choices, because you want to select the right head for your setup. And if you do that, it's going to make you more proficient in the field, right, Larry Mack?
Yep, it's definitely gonna help you be more successful as far as it could eliminate 100 yards off of a basically tracking the deer if you got more penetration or not, because it is, what is it, 30, 40 pounds, will kill a deer, no problem. But you also got to have the right tip on the arrow, the right spine arrow, and everything. So it's got to be a pretty well-defined formula for that to work. And I would not, and this is just my opinion, I would not use that style of broadhead if I was shooting lower pounders. Like if I was taking a kid out on a bow hunt, my objective is obviously you want to try to retrieve that animal, give them the most optimal chance of making a good shot and the equipment doing its job. If you were to put a 2.5 inch cut mechanical on someone shooting 38 pounds, you shouldn't expect to get a ton of penetration.
Right.
So their confidence is going to get higher if you do have a little bit smaller diameter fixed head, so they can actually start hitting behind the pin and grow their confidence, and then let them grow into being able to make those choices. Hey, I want to do this, because they're going to get better as an archer and a hunter, and they can formulate their own opinion based on what they're seeing and experiences.
Absolutely. Randy Shirley says to tell you hi, or Siri. I'm sorry, Randy. I can't. My eyes are going. And Jason Charles, good to see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, hey, let me take a real quick break. We'll be right back with Larry McCoy from Respect the Game TV, and you're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio. What did I just say? The Outdoor Call Radio? I did. I said the Outdoor Call Radio Network. We'll be right back.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more
What's up, everybody?
To make sure your home
Thanks, Randy.
is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your
Appreciate you guys.
can solve that issue right away.
I love, those technical tips are really good information, because we want to make sure we harvest at what we're shooting at as quick as possible. And that's why I love talking that technical stuff a little bit, because I want to make sure I'm picking the right head.
On the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for any task? Well, if you used the original Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener before you left,
thank you, Randy.
The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is designed to sharpen every
We appreciate that.
By using changeable, flexible abrasive belts, the sharpening system is able to sharpen a variety of knives, including curved and serrated knives, tonto blades, fillet knives, gut hooks, axes, and even kitchen knives. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time. Each Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is assembled in the USA by a family-owned and operated company. Customer service is always a call away. So if you love the outdoors and depend on a sharp knife, consider checking out one of the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners or the Work Sharp guided field sharpener at a store near you, or anytime at WorkSharpTools.com. That's WorkSharpTools.com.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton
One more and we're back, everybody.
These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing.
No problem, buddy.
Descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at reveltondistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
Tacticam has launched the best-in-class cellular trail camera, the #1 selling action camera in the industry. The new Reveal by Tacticam will change the way you scout forever. Not only is it one of the easiest to set up, but the most affordable cellular camera on the market. As you know, you educate your game and leave your scent when checking cameras in the
20
field.
seconds.
With Reveal, those issues are gone. You can receive pictures.
What's everybody having for dinner tonight?
Right to your
We're having
app
fish.
without going into the field. The Reveal offers half-second trigger speeds. It
I love my
takes game up
fish.
to 96 feet away in 4G and LTE wireless modules. Verizon and AT&T plans available. 24-inch LCD screen, adjustable night illumination, and data plans starting as low as $5 a month. The Reveal's world-class app allows you to set up your camera, add cameras, view and organize pictures, and much more. Again, plans starting as low as $5 a month. The new Reveal by Tacticam saves time, gas, and most importantly, helps you stop educating your game. RevealCellCam.com for more info.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the USA. My guest is Larry McCoy from Respect the Game TV. I got Larry on a little longer tonight because I know we're not going to be able to get him back on until Halloween now because he's going to be running. So David said to tell you hi. How did you do on your fantasy football? I actually won, David. Thank you very much for asking. I appreciate that. Randy.
You just made his day. You just made his day.
I did, yeah. Hey, I'm 1-0, baby. Yeah. Hey, when you fill a tag or you win at fantasy football, your wife finds you sexier. You know, she thinks you're better looking. I'm just telling you, it's a better way all the way around. Randy sounds good. Ravioli for David. Mark James, what's up? What's up, Mark? Mark says to tell you hi, Larry Mack. He heard you. All right, so early. I probably won't see you until we go to Donovan's. Are you coming to Iowa first? Or are you going to Donovan's first? Donovan's probably, huh?
Yeah, probably Donovan's. Imagine Ryan did a tag too, so out there. So I'm looking forward to hopping behind the lens and being a part of that hunt as well. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's kicking off. It's about ready to ramp up. There's a lot of cool things coming too down the pipe from a product announcement point of view. So I'm super stoked about everything that's coming. I'm just, like I said, I'm ready to get in the woods and get after it.
You know what I got in my hands?
What do you have in your hands?
I've got 30 Milo Locker deer processing certificates. Good.
Those are like gold.
$125 value. Good for one free processing. Includes roast, steaks, chops, and straight grind. Not valid towards specialty products, but they'll do all your stuff for you. And we're going to start giving these away Saturday on the Outdoor Call Radio Show on 1350 ESPN. So make sure hi fishing Dave. Make sure everybody gets a chance to listen in on Saturday because Andrew and I will give a couple of those away. I'm telling you what, Larry, I know you're a big fan of Milo Locker. I love the way they do stuff, and their meats are awesome.
Oh, yeah, Daryl and Angie, they're great people, number one. And, yeah, they do a phenomenal job when it comes to processing your deer or any game. And, you know, just their meat in general is just awesome. They've got a great organization, great people as well. So
David said he's going to come out to Donovan's and see you. He's out in Kansas.
Perfect.
Yeah, we got people listening all over the country on this thing. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yep, that's awesome. I'll tell you one thing right now, though. What I've noticed too on the truck, that velvet starting to shed off. The deer they were hitting the mock scrapes pretty good there early, but man, since they've shed their velvet, I'm getting a lot of new bucks on a lot of the scrapes that I've had running this summer.
Well, yeah,
which is good to see. It's really good to see, and I can definitely tell the mannerism changing. But I've been whitetail is definitely doing its work, working its magic.
Well, you got they're definitely the scrape lines are working good because I think what 6 new bucks between both of us, if not
Yep.
more, if not more.
Yeah, and I'm just seeing all the way from the young bucks to new bucks. They're really starting to become a little bit more territorial, and they're visiting those scrapes more frequently. Seeing them definitely, they're actually making the scrapes on the ground, not just using the licking branches and peeing in them. So that just jacks me up to be able to see all of that come to fruition as well, because they utilize those licking branches quite a bit in the summertime when that velvet's on, but they're all them bucks are buddies at that time of year. Now they're starting to that testosterone is starting to change a little bit, and they're starting to become a little bit more territorial, like I said. So you're seeing them get a little bit more aggressive on those scrapes. I always get pumped. I just had a picture come through on my phone. That's what made me think of it, because I'm like, and face is all right up in the branch, and he said he got his back legs together, just keying right down his leg right in the middle of that scrape. So it's like, oh, it's coming, folks.
Yeah, it'll be here. Whoever wins my buck decoy, the inside of it's going to look like a Skittle bag because I got that from you. I'm telling you what, that stuff, we're not exaggerating. That stuff works great for rattling with a buck decoy.
Oh yeah, I mean, the inside of my decoy looks, it looks literally like a bag of Skittles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And between that and the wind scent, those two in conjunction with the pure whitetail run, the pure whitetail and the wind scent, I've had a lot of really, really good luck with that, and I love decoying deer. I mean, I'll decoy deer right now if I see. That's one reason why I get pumped up when I start to see that mannerisms start changing a little bit. I'm not afraid to take the decoy out even right now.
And it's weird how Dave Smith changed that, because I tried, and I'm not going to say what the brand was because that's not fair to them, but 15 years ago, settle down there, doggy. I tried using a buck decoy, and the head would bob, and I mean, I had a mature buck come out of a ditch, and he saw that buck decoy, and he just stared at it for like 15 minutes, and then he turned away, and I grunt, and then he turned around and walked away, and I got down and threw it in the ditch because there was just something about that decoy he didn't like, and I know. I don't know if it's how Dave sculpts those decoys or what, but I mean, that's the first decoy I've ever honestly used, folks, that I've had deer actually come up and feed next to it, like does and stuff. Because that first time I ever used that in Kansas, Donovan let me use his, and I just could not believe. I had my wind scent unit running, and I had does come out and feed within 5-6 yards of him, and just keep their head down. That buck decoy did not bother them, and I've never seen, and I've used them ever since then, Larry. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, and the thing is too about decoying, I mean, space is everything. Visibility, making sure that you can have the right space to where a deer can see that decoy from a little ways. I mean, nobody, it's just like if you were to walk around the corner, somebody standing there, you get spooked. If you put that where there's not enough space where they can kind of, get, as they get closer, they're checking it out, and then you start to see their attitude change. If you surprise them with it, you have a lot less chance of that deer responding the way that you're going to envision it to respond, because you're literally startling them more than letting them feel like, hey, I've got another buck in my area that I'm going to go challenge this deer. So space is everything. Also, facing the way you face your decoy. A lot of people will want to face them towards them, and sometimes, depending on the deer's attitude, they will go to the head. But more times than not, I've had them circle around the deer and go to the back end of the decoy first. And so I usually try to quarter the decoy most of the time a little bit away from me, just because I feel like if he's going to come in between me and the decoy, it's going to give me the best shot opportunity at a broadside shot where he's exposing his vitals.
Yeah. Randy says his scrapes are getting hit really good. David said he had the same problem. He talked with you about that, about placement last year. John Pageant, how you doing there, John Pageant? Good to see you, buddy. He said to tell you too. Hi too, Larry, man.
Yep. Hey, John. Yep.
So I don't know. I like keeping mine about 25 yards, Larry, Mac.
Yeah. See, it just depends. It depends on the setup. Yeah. I mean, I've even gotten to where I may set them out just a little bit further in some areas because I know when you're looking, let's say if you're in a crop field, and not very many crop fields in the Midwest are 100% flat. They may have some terraces in it to where they can see, and you want to be able to put it in a place where they can see. So, with that being said, you got to know which way the wind's blowing. You have to be able to make sure that the decoy is visible from a distance, from afar, because that's what's gonna give that deer time to settle down and key in on the decoy. And believe it or not, once they're keyed in on that decoy, kind of like a turkey on a tom decoy, they become so fixed on it that it literally you can get away with a lot more movement. You can make the adjustments you need to make when they are definitely have that attitude and get keyed in on the decoy.
Yeah, no, I had Larry actually seen this one. I had a giant 2 or 3? It's probably 3 years ago actually. I had a giant. I rattled in a giant, and I had my decoy out at 22, 23 yards, but I had it facing out, didn't I, Larry? It wasn't facing towards.
Straight away, and it was close to where it's not, he could see it from a ways and stuff. So when he came out, he was just like, "Whoa, what's that?"
Yeah.
He was waiting for it to make a move.
But didn't you tell me if I would have had that flipped and had him the decoy's face to me, he probably would have came in and tried to get him down up from behind?
He would have went out and tried to get around the decoy, and that's one of those situations where it's like that or catty corner. I always kind of put mine at an angle, just because most of the time they'll go straight into the back. They circle it around. If I got it at an angle, I know that deer is going to expose his vitals to me at some point if he's going to one side or the other.
Right. Yeah. No, that's a good tip. It really is. All right, Larry Mack, I'm going to let you go because I know you got packing and everything else to do. I appreciate you staying on with me as long as you did. Good luck tomorrow. I'm sure I'll talk to you on the road. But if someone wants to find out more about Respect the Game TV and see what we do, what's the best way for them to do that?
Yeah, they can look us up on Facebook, Instagram, Respect the Game TV, Sportsman's Channel, also on Pursuit Channel. You send us some messages if you got questions about anything. We'd be more than happy to answer, or if you got a story you want to tell us. I mean, like I said, we're all hunters, and we can learn from one another for sure. So I'd love to learn something from other hunters out there. Where I hear about their scenario stuff, because I'm one of those guys. I like to think outside the box and try new things as well. So yeah, always up for getting some input from other fellow hunters out there.
Absolutely. All right, Larry Mack. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, we'll see you. Take care.
Thank you. There he goes, Larry McCoy. I need to hit a real quick break, and we'll be right back. This will be a short break, everybody. Right back on the Outdoor Call Radio Network.
Hi, this is your old friend Speed over at Speed's Golf Cars, located in Wall Lake, Iowa. Just stop on over here. We've got a nice selection of new and used golf carts. We're a club car dealer, so we've got a nice selection of new onward cars, as well as a good mix of utility carts as well. We've got a number of pre-owned golf carts in all types of price ranges. Available with fancy wheels, stereo. We've got it here at Speed's Golf Cars. Let the folks at Speed's handle your golf cart needs. Check out our website for a complete inventory at speedsgolfcars.com.
Are you into cooking wild game or grilling? If you are, you probably love to transform your wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best tasting sausage, snack, stick, or jerky around. High Mountain Seasonings offers simple kits you can easily use at home, including 3 new low sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steak or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices.
There you go, Kent.
And rubs for deer, elk, or your favorite.
About 5 weeks, David.
Seasonings also has chili, taco, and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills everywhere. Look for High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse, at your favorite grilling retailer, or just go to highmtnjerky.com for recipes or to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
There's a place in Ankeny that's all about the outdoors, and that place is Sportsman's Warehouse. They provide all lines of hunting and fishing gear at the best prices. You can find gear for deer, turkey, waterfowl, elk, or whatever hunting you're into. New products arrive each week to outfit you better. They have a complete firearms area, providing the finest firearms and ammunition around. Everything from cleaning equipment to reloading can be found at Sportsman's Warehouse. Their fishing department is simply the best. They have your favorite tackle like Fluger, Daiwa, Abu Garcia, Quantum, and Zebco. From the serious angler to the regular fishing enthusiast, Sportsman's Warehouse has all you need. From camping to boating to the best clothes and footwear like lacrosse and Danner for the entire family. That's what you'll find at Sportsman's Warehouse. They're located off Highway 35 on Orlando Road, open 7 days a week to serve you. Ask about the seminar series happening every month. Your hometown outdoor store should be Sportsman's Warehouse in Ankeny.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Larry Mack just left. Had some great tips. If you want to go back and listen to that, we replay the Wednesday show on Saturdays on the Outdoor Call Radio app. So if you ever miss a show on Wednesdays, you can go back on Saturdays. All you got to do is just take your phone and open up the Outdoor Call Radio app like I'm doing right now. And then on Saturdays, it'll be the Wednesday Drive and a couple Outdoors Dan shows, and just hit that little start button, and it's live radio. It's outdoor radio 24/7, and it's always free, hunting and fishing and all that other fun stuff. So Charles says, "Are all the deer talk just reminded me that I need to go buy my disabled season." There you go, Charles. Yeah, you need to get your tags, man. Hey, big things happening in Cambridge, Iowa this weekend. Our good friends at the Iowa Jeep Club are going to have their big rendezvous. It's the Iowa Jeep Show, September 17th through the 18th. Can you believe it's that late already? Iowa All Breeds Jeep Show and 4x4 event. They're going to have Jeeps, military vehicles, Broncos, Scouts, K5s, Land Rovers, Toyota Land Cruisers, FJs, Unimogs, Expedition, and Safari vehicles. There's going to be obstacle courses, trail riding. There'll be vendors and food vendors there at the event. There will be kids' activities. And there's camping available if you want to give them a call. If you have any questions, 515-450-4604, 515-450-4604. You can also look up the Iowa Jeep Club on Facebook if you have any questions, and they can help you there. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much. So anyway, all right, so recapping, we got the Milo Locker. We're going to start giving away some free deer processing certificates this Saturday on the Saturday morning show. We've got the Ugly Buck Contest, the Dave Smith Decoy Ugly Buck Contest. The winner of that's going to get that buck. We're also going to give away a $50 gift card to Game High Clothing, and someone's also going to win a pair of brand new Itasca boots. And that'll be just in time for hunting season. So we're excited about that. We'll have 3 great prizes. So we'll give all that stuff away when I get back from my moose hunt. All you got to do is just go to the app and take a screenshot. Just here, I'll do it real quick. See the side buttons on your phone? You press the top volume button and you press your top sleep button or home button. And when you do that together, see, it just took a screenshot. See down there in the corner, right there? And then you can just email me that at outdoorsdan@mac.com, outdoorsdan@mac.com. And you can always find my email. If you don't have my email, just go to theoutdoorcallradio.com. Theoutdoorcallradio.com. That's the website for everything we do. It used to be outdoorsdan.com, but I changed it. I'm trying to get everything, some continuity with the Outdoor Call Radio app and the outdoorcallradio.com. And we've got a couple tips up there loaded for you. We're going to have some streaming video. Here in a couple weeks, we're having more stuff added. So just every time you go back every week, there should be something else for you to check out. All the full program guides are there. And anyway, so we got the Ugly Buck Contest. And then, hey, after that, Donovan gave us a $3,500 whitetail hunt to Kansas to give away. So sometime in the holidays, we're going to start doing a contest to win a dream hunt with Triple H Outfitters, an archery whitetail hunt with Respect the Game TV. And Larry's already thrown an elite bow in and some other stuff. It's going to be almost a $6,000 deal when we get done. And Dave Jones and Harv actually threw in a buck mount. So that's going to be a heck of a deal. So that'll be in a few months after the Ugly Buck. So and then we got a smaller contest in between. So we got a lot to do between now and Christmas. We have a lot to do. Trust me, it's crazy. 5:58 already. This hour goes by so quick. When you're used to doing a 2-hour show, an hour show goes by really quick. Hey, if you need anything, you can always hit me up on Facebook. Just go to Dan Young or Outdoors Dan, or you can look up the Outdoor Call Radio page. You can always send me a private PM, or you can send me a, say hi, send me a post. And it might take me a day or so, but I try to get back with everybody as quick as I can. If you send me something and you don't hear from me, you know how social media is. Always go to the Outdoor Call Radio at theoutdoorcallradio.com. That's the website, and you can shoot my emails right there. You can always shoot me an email, and I always respond to that. And hey, another quick way to get the website, if you're an app subscriber, see right here in the upper left-hand corner, if you're looking for your phones, there's 3 little hash marks at the very bottom. It says visit website. See right there, visit website. You can just click that, and that brings up that'll take you right to the Outdoor Call Radio website, and you don't even have to do anything. Everything's right there for you. How easy is that? Huh? There you go. I should probably tell everybody to do that. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me this week. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening, and thanks to Larry and all the gang. Thanks to the Milo Locker, Daryl and Ange. If you guys need anything, we're all in it together. Be good to one another, and until we see you again on Saturday, God bless and be safe in the outdoors. We'll see you next time. All right, everybody, we are out. Thank you so much. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for making us part of your week. We couldn't do it without you. If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. God bless you.